Hello everybody with Lifepro. It is Amber Kivett. I am here to share with you, I can finally share with you, our newest release, which are the Thrive compression boots. I just got done working out, teaching a vibration platform workout on my personal channel, which is Kivett Kinetic Solutions. And so I just wanted to take some time and share with you our newest product that we just launched yesterday, the Thrive compression boots. We have three different models that you can choose from: the Thrive X, or the Thrive Plus. The Thrive, the ones that I'm going to be putting on for you, showing you a little bit closer in person since I've done my workout today, and my legs are just a little sore, a little fatigued from doing the workout, and I've got a very long day of work ahead of me, working with other clients. So I figured I would take 15-20 minutes and just put these on and kind of show you guys how they work, since I'm already going to be putting them on anyways. They automatically work for about 20 minutes and then they kick off, so there's no other timer. But again, these come all the way up to your thighs, but the specific pair that I've got here is the Thrive, and these only come up to your knees. My thighs are feeling pretty good. Everything feels really pretty good. I'm just trying to engage into a very quick recovery, anti-inflammation mode. And so these are awesome, and it's like the month of giving, so why not go ahead and start buying Christmas items now? I think Joel yesterday, I haven't even looked these up yet online because I've been so busy with other things, but I think he's only selling these for like $90 a pair, which is unheard of. When he told me that he was going to be selling these really cheap, I thought, Joel, like you're pricing way too cheap. Like I've ordered other pairs of boots that are like upwards $2,000 a pair, and ended up sending them back because I couldn't afford to keep them. But $89, who can go wrong with that? Just when you thought you had it all from Lifepro, we come off with a new phenomenal product. So anyways, I want to show you real quick. This is the remote, okay? And on the remote, it has 4 different buttons. I'm turning on the power button right now so you can see. You couldn't see this yesterday because when we were doing the restream or the live broadcast, I can only show so much from up there. But you can see it's an LCD digital screen, and it has an intensity button. So this is your intensity button, and this is your heat button, and this is your program button. So we have 6 different programs, 3 different intensities of heat, 3 different intensities of, 3 different levels of intensity. So 3 levels of heat, 3 levels of intensity. The lowest level of heat is, if I remember right, 90 degrees, and it goes all the way up to 130. And so if you want heat, you can use heat, but you don't have to use heat. The whole boot does not heat, it's just the foot. But anyhow, I'm gonna put these babies on, and because they already have an auto mode, when you turn it on, it automatically goes into program 1. And program 1 is actually my favorite because it just works like a circulating pressure chamber massage in order to kind of work out the swelling in the body and to kind of get blood flow going. So I'm giving you the up close and person Amber story here for today. So I'm just gonna loosely close those up with some Velcro. So loosely Velcro, okay? And then here in just a second, I'll move my camera so you can actually see these working. Today I'm using my phone. Yesterday I used my laptop, so it was much harder to navigate. So let me slide this back. Sorry for the vibration. Those of you who haven't had any vibration yet today, just gave you some with my phone. Anyhow, so again, these Velcro, so you can make them as loose or as tight as you want. And these are made for a specific size in the lower leg. I don't have that information in front of me because this is my personal recovery time, so I don't have all of my information, my user manual, all that good stuff to review through. But anyhow, if they don't fit, you can always buy an extension panel, or you can make an extension panel. All you gotta have is Velcro, super easy. So if you're wanting to get compression just in your calves and they don't fit on the front of your leg, you can still use them because you can kind of modify by adding an extra panel with a little bit of sewing time, or just gluing some Velcro in and creating an extra panel so that you can get the air chambers. So the way that these work, for those of you who have never seen compression boots before, we have an air chamber down here, and we have an air chamber in our calf region. The air is pumped in through this wireless remote, and you can work with this for like an hour and a half to 2 hours at a time with only 3 hours charging time. So if you don't have a full charge on your wireless remote, you can plug it into the wall and still run everything. And so this has an L on there. There you go, you can see the L. And it also has an L down there in the bottom. And so you just line up your little prongs with the L, L for L, and R for R. So my right and my left. And then to charge, if you are using the wall adapter, it goes down there in the bottom. All right, so I'm all plugged in, all ready to go. These are not something that you want to put any pressure on, so you can't move around with them while you've got them on. You have to stay elevated or seated. And then you don't want to get them wet. Now I am a little on the sweaty side right now for all good reasons. Thank you Lifepro Rumble X for that. But I am sweaty, and if you see these come up, my knee joint is right here. These come up right below my knee joint, which is perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, if my quads were fatigued, if I had gone for a run, or if I've been on the pacer today, or if I've been like cranking on the flex cycle, then I might think about pulling these all the way up into my thighs. The Thrive Plus and the Thrive X come all the way up to the groin, okay? But anyhow, I'm gonna turn these on, and they automatically start going into program 1. So if you're wanting to get a set, I guarantee you he's gonna sell through these fast because it is an amazing product. Like I said, I've had 2 sets of the boots that are about $2,000 a pair and just didn't need them as much as I thought I needed them for that kind of money, and it happened right before COVID. So these are super affordable for just about anybody. And if you use the code AMBER10, it's gonna give you money off the lowest sale price. It'll give you 10% off the lowest sale price, and that code never expires. So share it with anybody and everybody you want to, because I enjoy throwing that discount out there for anybody. You don't have to wait for a special sale. You can use it anytime. All right, now if you look here, you can see the boot is lit up, and I'm feeling the pressure filling up into the chambers, and you can see intensity is low and heat is low. So let's say I'm wanting to increase in the intensity. Then we're gonna add a button, and for every button that I increase, it's going to increase how much pressure goes in, and for each time I push the button, we're gonna get another 2 bars. So 3 levels of intensity, and then we can turn it back down, and then 3 levels of heat. So heat is on low right now, and only the foot ankle is heating, so you don't heat the calf on this one. And then we add another for 130 degrees Fahrenheit. So they get pretty toasty. So if you are somebody who has diabetic neuropathy and you need an increase in circulation down there, this is like a great option. But for me, I just got done working out and I just want to be pampered, and there's nobody here to pamper me. So I'm just gonna let the boots pamper me because I don't need anybody else. I just need Lifepro boots, right? The Thrive. I think it's really important for everybody to have a little bit of quiet time where you can meditate, quiet time where you can recover, relax, just pause. And if you don't have that quiet time, put the boots on and put your laptop right here, and you can just continue to work. And then nobody knows that you got the boots on, because I don't know if you can hear, but it's pretty quiet, super quiet. You can hear the pressure change. You can feel the pressure change, and it's releasing. Then it's gonna fill back up, and it's gonna squeeze, kind of like a pump working from the foot all the way up. It feels really good. So I've had a couple surgeries here in the last 4 or 5 years, and when I've gone into the OR, they always put these compression stockings on my legs that have the air chambers in them, and they use those during surgery in order to keep blood flow circulating through to create trying to prevent blood clots from developing as you are being operated on. And then of course your body is really vulnerable to that immediately following surgery, like within the week following. And so sometimes doctors will prescribe you the boots to take home so that you can continue to relax while keeping good circulation going into the extremity. And if you have something worked on in your lower extremity surgically, and you can't move around, then this is also another good alternative to use on low intensity. And again, you have 6 different programs to choose through on this. I'm on the automatic program, which is program number 1. But if you're just wanting the calf to work, there's a program just for the calves. And there's a program just for the foot and ankle. And there's a program that pushes and pulses down. And there's a program that pulses and pushes upward like a pump. So you can pump circulation down into the extremity, or you can pump circulation up towards the extremity or inflammation towards the extremity. So if you're somebody who is dealing with inflammation, a recent ankle sprain, Achilles tendon issue, plantar fasciitis, and you're trying to get inflammation out of the extremity and getting it back up into the lymphatic channels, up into your thigh and your groin, you can choose a program in which the foot starts the pressure, and it just works like a pressure pump all the way up, and it's slowly squeezing all of that fluid and that lymph up into your extremity so that your body can recirculate it properly. Now, if you're one of those who doesn't have good sensitivity, you've got diabetic neuropathy, or you have a compromised amount of circulation in your extremity from whether it's autoimmune related or whether it's just you're just starting to notice because of barometric pressure changes, you can push circulation down in there. So that program, it starts pumping from up high, and it pumps down to low, and then it releases, and then it pumps air down. So each one of these, each component of this boot has a different air chamber, and the air chamber is being filled with air using this little wireless remote. So, and it's automatically set for 20 minutes. So there's no timer. If you decide that you're done and you're not comfortable, instead of having to rip the boots off super quick, all you got to do is pull the plug. You can pull the plug from down low, and it will automatically drain the air out of the chamber so that you can comfortably move. So there's the boots, cool boots, okay? And the ankles are not enclosed, which I like because we have pressure points right here. Our anterior tibialis tendon is right here on the front of the ankle, and that's a pressure point. So some of the other competitors that are out there have a fully enclosed boot, and they zip, and those aren't bad, but if you don't like having your ankle enclosed, or if you're trying to monitor circulation, let's say you do have diabetic neuropathy or you have compromised circulation, it is really hard to watch what your skin looks like or what your circulation levels are, capillary refills, all that good stuff, if you have everything enclosed. Then you take the boot off and you're like, whoa, like I'm not getting, I'm not getting the circulation because it created too much compression. That's not as likely in these, but there are others that have the ankles completely closed in, and so you can't see what's happening in the skin tone. And so that's another great asset with the Lifepro Thrives, is that you actually can see the skin, and let's say, my foot really doesn't feel all that great. Just lift up on the Velcro and let it breathe a little bit. But maybe you want compression in the toes, okay? So if you have a sore foot, okay, you can still get the compression and the massage in the bottom of the foot. You can still get it in the toes, but you can release the top of the foot, okay? So you can see how I've released that. And if you really like how it feels, then you can restart the program, or you can close it back up and create a little bit more tension, more compression. So anyhow, just wanted to show you how that all works. Now, while I got y'all here, so I'm gonna go through the modes. So there's the next mode, and it shows up as leg. So you don't have to have the manual to tell you exactly which mode you're using. And then we have just the foot mode, and I can feel the air is draining very, very fast. And then we have a pinch mode. So with the pinching, that's kind of driving circulation back and forth, okay? And then we have a press, okay? That's a different mode. So it just changes as to how the pressure is driven in and out of the boot. So there's a difference between pinch and press. And then we've got the relaxation mode. This is a really good one. Like if you've had a really long day and you really don't want your legs messed with, but you just need some relaxation, very gentle, very, very gentle. Actually, this feels really, really good. And then we're back to auto mode. So 6 programs, 3 levels of intensity, 3 levels of heat. The only thing that heats is the foot, is the foot ankle area. And they're all Velcro operated, so you can make them as loosey-goosey or as tight as you need to. And yeah, so that's that. And then so if we push off, there it's off. The air is draining, but let's say I don't want to wait that long. So just pull and you can hear everything is draining, and now the boots are completely empty of air. So that's how that works. So let me pull this off. Super easy in and out. There we go. And there is Amber's happy lower leg with lots of recovery, and life is good. Now I feel like I'm walking on a cloud. So that's the other great thing about this is sometimes if you have, like for me personally, I swell down into my ankles. I get like this line down here after I wear socks for a while. And so that line down low, that's extra edema. And so I get peripheral edema. And so sometimes I have to take a water pill in order to keep the peripheral edema kind of under control. Oh, we already have thigh compression. So let me show you real quick. I was just showing the boots themselves, but we also have, let me pull them out here. Hang tight. If you want thigh compression, then you want the Thrive X. So there's the Thrive X. Okay, and they work exactly the same way. The programs are essentially identical. The remote is identical. And so you have, they're sized based on lots of Velcro. So when you put the thigh, this is the left. I've already done the workout, and I've already done the recovery with the lower set of boots. So I'll just show you how to put these on. I'm not gonna hook it up because it's exactly the same as the ones I just had on. And I unfortunately don't have 40 minutes to sit around and relax in a pair of boots. So you put it on with the foot first, foot flat, and lightly strap up. And I like to strap up from the foot towards the thigh so that I can get everything sized just right. Now I'm a short person, I'm about 5'5". I know that that's not super short, but you get what I'm saying. So if you're a dude who's really tall, yours is gonna come, because these are not sized. Some of the competitors that are out there, those boots that are like $2,000, they actually come in sizes. So you have to measure to make sure you're getting the right length. Otherwise, you're like walking around with compression stilts on. But anyhow, the thing I like about this one, the knee is open, and I don't like having pressure on my knee. And then you just wrap around like that. And so we've got thigh, but I can bend my knee. And so the knee is open, the ankle is open. All the joints that are very sensitive to pressure, all of those joints are open, where you're getting compression on the foot, the calf, and the quad thigh, okay? So that works really, really nicely. So let's see. You know what? I do believe, I think this is the remote for the Thrive, but I think that they're interchangeable. Let's see if this works. Total experiment here. So there's that. Let's see if it works. Ooh, let's see. Nope, you actually have to have the other remote. And it feels like you have to have the other boot locked in. I haven't played around with it that much because we just launched them yesterday. So hang tight. Now you got the curiosity is getting the best of me. So hang tight for me. And let's just go ahead and get these suckers out because I'm gonna make time. My clients can wait for just a few extra minutes. I'll put them on a platform or something. Super excited to see you all here today. Lee, thank you so much. I know she's been watching my workouts. I teach workouts on my personal business page, which is Pivot Kinetic Solutions. And I teach platform workouts there every day that I'm available at 9 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And she has been such a faithful person to watch a lot of those programs. So if you have a platform and you need help using your platform, I'm always teaching stuff. I'm always like putting programs together, and all that stuff is free because it's the month of giving. So, okay, so we've got, so those of you who have been here, I know Mary Williams, you've been watching for a while, and Beth has been watching for a while. So thank you all so much for being so committed to your recovery and to your own health. It is such an honor with Lifepro to be able to serve all of you. And I know that some of you have perhaps purchased a lot of different products from Lifepro. I don't have any idea who orders what because I'm just in Indiana, and Joel's in New York, so I do all this stuff on my own time. Oh, hang on a second here. Let's make sure I got this right. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, I had it reversed. Okay, so on these, you're gonna see that there's an L that shows that it's for the left boot. And on the bottom of the remote, it also has an L. So this little metal prong goes into where there's a little metal prong in here. They match up together, and you have to make sure you get them just like that. And then we're pushing the power button. So power is on, and it automatically goes to mode 1. So how to order? If you go to Lifepro, lifeprofitness.com, and these are the Thrive, these that are the thigh boots. These are the Thrive X boots, so these come up all the way to thighs. If you're just wanting the foot calf boot, that's the Thrive. And then we have another boot that has a knee panel that comes around and heats across the knee, but it's not a compressive knee chamber. So you're not filling up air over that knee. It's just heat, and it's more about getting the fit right. But they do come with a lifetime warranty. Yes, one of the few companies, Lifepro is one of the few companies that will actually guarantee every one of their products for the lifetime. So yes, they do have a lifetime warranty. But if you go to lifeprofitness.com and look for compression boots or look for Thrive, when you order, make sure that you use the promo code AMBER10. It'll get you extra money off the lowest sell price. These boots with other competitors that are out there are going to be anywhere from $500 on up to $2,000 a pair. And Joel's just selling them now. Lifepro is only selling them for like 90 bucks. And if you use my discount code, you get more money off. So like, it's an awesome thing. So if you have adults or athletes in your family, even kids, teenagers, if you have people in your family who are really hard to buy Christmas presents for or birthday presents for, this is a killer surprise. Because most people don't realize that this kind of technology is out there, and it works really for anybody and everybody. If you have a history of lack of circulation in your extremities, or if you've had issues with deep vein thrombosis, you have to use a little bit of extra caution because we're creating extra pressure. But again, what I love about these is we can loosen these up as we need to in order to make them more comfortable. With the thighs, the ones that come with the thigh chambers, they also come with these extensor panels. So if you find that your thighs are too large to fit into the cuffs, you can extend the panels by just a little bit more. And a little insight. So if you want calves and thighs, these things are probably really easy to make. You just need a piece of cloth. You need 2 pieces of Velcro, or you need the Velcro hook and loop. Okay, so one side is the tack on and the other side is the Velcro. So you can make your own at home if you need more, or if you need something bigger than this size. So they're only as limited to what you choose for them to be. I have talked to other people who are afraid that they're too petite, and I don't think you have to worry about that, because even when these things fill up with air, you're just not gonna have as much pressure in certain areas, but you can get these babies pretty tight. For littler legs. I don't have little legs, but I've got more muscular legs. So yeah, it is totally, yes, you're right. It is totally a game changer for those of you who have lymphedema. It is a fantastic product for that, because you have 6 different programs on here, and you have a program that you can choose to create the pumping sensation. So for lymphedema, you're going to choose the program that you pump from the foot up towards the thigh, because we don't want to drive lymph down away from the extremity. We want to get it back up into the lymph nodes up top so it can recirculate. So if there's one that's just a relaxing foot massage, there's one that's just a relaxing calf massage, there's one that works massaging all 3 areas, there's another that pushes circulation down, there's one that pulls circulation up. So there's 6 different programs. With this one, we also have heat, and the heat specifically is for the foot chamber. It's not for the calf chamber. It's only for the foot chamber. But on the Thrive Plus, they work in that they heat over the knee. Now, me personally, I'm not, I don't have to have heat over the knee. In fact, I don't like to have anything on my knee. Like I said, I've had the $2,000 set of boots, and I sent them back right when COVID hit because I couldn't afford them. And they are fully enclosed. So what I like about this, if you have lymphedema or if you have circulation issues, or if you just want to see what's going on with your skin and you don't want your whole body compressed all the time, you don't want to feel like a boa constrictor or an anaconda's like got a hold of you. Your whole extremity is not compressed and enclosed. So you have access to your knee, you have access to your ankle. If I had on competitors' boots, I would not be able to bend my knee. So for somebody who has a very stiff knee, who has very stiff hips, or has pain in the foot ankle joint, and you don't want to be locked into that straight leg position in order to get the others, the cuffs all the way up with the zipper, these are awesome. And I can't tell you enough, like $89, who would have thought? Again, Joel and Abe with Lifepro are in the giving mood this month, and through the holidays. And so when they told me how much they were going to be charging for these, when I talked to them last week, I said, guys, you're charging way too less. You need to up that number a little bit if you're really trying to increase that bottom number. And Joel said, Amber, we don't want to charge too much because we want everybody to have a taste of what recovery feels like. We want everybody to be able to enjoy the finer things in life and to enjoy being pampered at home. And so when you price things too high, you don't get that opportunity. So I love those guys. They're just awesome. So affordable for just about everybody. And if you're stuck on funds right now, give up the hairdo for a month or give up the nails for a month. I'm telling you, these things are worth every penny that they are costing. And so again, there's no pressure in pressure points, sensitive pressure points. So on the back of the hamstrings, on behind the knee, on top of the knee, foot, ankle, we just have compression where we need it. And again, for those of you who are suffering from lymphedema or from peripheral edema, I have peripheral edema if I do too much, or if I'm on my legs all day, like yesterday was a 13-hour day for me to work. It's nice to be able to just wind down at the end of the night, read a few books and read a few pages in my book or do some journaling. And for those of you who are just really stressed out because of everything going on in your world, you can still work from home, laptop, earpiece in, talking away, and it's super quiet. So I've been talking with you guys. That's how quiet it is. Super, super quiet. There's no major bag with a pump. In fact, everything fits in this little bitty duffel bag. So I'll be going to Arizona here very soon for Thanksgiving, and you better bet I'm gonna be traveling with these in my bag. So you can travel with them, super easy to get around. But anyhow, you do have a heat feature. If you find, like right now I'm on low intensity, so if I want to up the ante on the intensity, 3 levels of intensity, now we can really feel the intensity. So if you're just getting started, less is better to getting started, so start low. And then if you really want more pressure, if you have lymphedema and you're really needing more of that fluid pushed up into your lymphatic system, up towards your groin, then increase that intensity. And again, you don't have to use heat at all. If you want to turn the heat off, the heat now is completely turned off. So, love it. Whew, feels really good. So yeah, so if anybody has any questions, how many times can they be used in a day? That is all dependent on you. You can use them, 3-4 times a day. You don't want to leave them on all day because you need your body to be able to thrive independently. But if you use them in the morning, middle of the day, and in the evening before you go to bed, or if you're just somebody who just sits in the recliner all day and watches TV and you want to strap them on and give yourself some change in circulation throughout the day, you can use them 2 or 3 times a day easy. If you are like me and you're athletic and you just need something to give your body, like if you have the cramping or you've got the lactic acid buildup, you've got toxicity, things are burning, and you just want to have some kind of circulation and a release of all those fluids, but you don't want to massage yourself and you don't want to use the massage gun and you don't want to get on a vibration platform, or maybe you just got off the vibration platform. you know, you can get into these boots. They're automatically timed for 20 minutes. And so with 20 minutes, this automatically kicks off after 20 minutes. But there's no timer on here. So if you're wanting to increase time, decrease time, it automatically is set at 20 minutes. So you just need to make sure that you're setting a timer at home. Would they be good for somebody with nerve damage for diabetic? Yes, I will tell you, nerve fibers are the absolute slowest fibers in the human body to heal. And if you're diabetic and you already have a compromised circulatory pattern, then if you can push circulation into the extremities so that that nerve tissue is getting that new fresh blood flow, that's game changer. That's a good thing. We can't guarantee that it's going to fix any kind of nerve damage because, again, nerve fibers are the slowest healing fibers, and nerve fibers are pretty interesting in that one day you don't feel anything, and the next day those nerve endings come back together and they're fusing, and then you start to feel things all over again. It happens overnight for some people. But yes, you can use it for any kind of nerve damage because, again, we're trying to decrease inflammation and we're trying to upregulate what's referred to as our parasympathetic nervous system. Our parasympathetic nervous system is what is responsible for de-stressing the body, eliminating inflammation, increasing circulation, improving gut function, increasing hormones that make us happy, decreasing depression, decreasing stress, decreasing blood pressure, all those kind of things. So yes, it works really well for all of that stuff. If you are somebody who is dealing with diabetic neuropathy or any kind of nerve damage, I know I've got family members who have been through cancer treatments and they suffer from neuropathy and from nerve damage because of the chemotherapy radiation treatments. Yeah, this is great for regenerating circulation into those extremities and really, you know, giving your body the best possible chance to heal. And that's what Lifepro recovery tools are all about. It is providing the optimal environment for your body to be able to fix itself. And sometimes our bodies just can't catch up. And with as much stress as we place upon ourselves and the stress upon the world with us, whatever you can do to give your body the greatest advantage possible, kind of giving it a jump start, like slingshotting it into the forward life of recovery, that's what Lifepro is all about. It's about taking away your pain, decreasing your stress, increasing your recovery times, decreasing inflammation. Anything and everything that Lifepro has to offer is going to help you in upregulating the parasympathetic nervous system and calming cortisol levels down. So if you have trouble losing weight, if you have trouble with sensitivity with pain, then these are great. And you might wonder, well, what do these have anything to do with weight loss? Well, if your body is stressed and if your stress hormones are high and you naturally have inflammation factors or higher levels in your extremities, if the Lifepro Thrive Boot series can help you with inflammation and can help with pushing fresh circulation into those extremities, then inflammation goes down, body is no longer in that state of fight or flight. And when your body is not in a state of fight or flight, that is the optimal time in order to get the weight mobilized. So between the whole body vibration platforms, creating that release of metabolism in the body, and mobilizing fat molecules, and Thrive Boots, going through recovery, decompressing everything, because that's what we're doing. We're decompressing everything. And then, of course, the massage guns, area specific, much smaller application as compared to the vibration platforms, but very user friendly, super easy to travel with. And area specific, you can keep them in your desk. You can't keep a platform in your desk. So, but yeah, if you got a lunch break and you're at the office and you just want to sit in your desk chair, you can sit in your desk chair and do this. I'm sitting in a big overstuffed chair with my legs elevated, but you don't have to have your legs elevated because, of course, we're not fully enclosed. So that's the beauty about having your knees wide open. Let's see. Brother is a size 15 shoe. Will he fit in the boot? More than likely not. But let me show you something. If his foot will fit through that opening and part of his foot is hanging out the end, then yes, he will fit in the boot. But because, and so I'm going to eliminate this very quick. So I'm not going to wait for it to turn off. You just pull out the hoses and the air drains out very quick. Turn the wireless remote off. You can go 2 hours charge for wireless application for quite a while. And again, you don't have to stay plugged into the wall like a lot of the other things. Okay, so what I mean by, so there's the bottom of the boot, okay? I'm a size 9.5 shoe, ladies size, so a size 8 in men's. And the way that my foot fits in here, so if you can get your foot, so maybe part of your foot is gonna be hanging out the end, and if that's the case, if you have plantar fasciitis and you wear a size 12 to 15 shoe, that would be pretty awesome, because you're gonna get that pumping on the arch. But I have no idea like where size 15 foot fits in this. My husband's a size 12, so I can 12, 13. It is open toe. Yes, it is. There's my Piggly Wiggly sticking out the end. Okay, and then again, you just have to fit yourself at the very back of the boot. And then again, because it's very flexible, the only part that doesn't come apart is the very end. The very end. Okay, so the very end is stitched together, but I didn't tell you this. If you get yourself a pair of seam rippers and you can just release that itty bitty little stitch, then you can detach this little section. It is not attached to an air chamber. So if you are worried about somebody having a big foot and trying to fit in, it's basically 5 stitches back and forth. So if you had to remove those in order to very loosely fit the foot cuff, super light, yes, but my little Piggly Wigglies will stick out the bottom, okay? So it is open toe. So to answer the question about the size 15, I have no idea. You'll have to just try them, and again, they're guaranteed, so if you get them and they don't work and you don't want to manipulate the stitching here at the very end, then call Joel, send them back, they'll refund your money. It's again, lifetime warranty. They're less than $100 a pair, and these are the Thrive X. These are the ones that include the thigh. The Thrive are the ones that only include the foot, ankle. Those are the ones I just showed, foot, ankle, and calf. Those are these right there. Okay, about the same size, and of course these are attached as well. But again, if you decide that you don't want that attached down there with the open foot, then you can clip the thread there at the very bottom if you need a completely open, if trying to get them on somebody and it's hard. The Thrive Plus are just a little different. The remote is totally different, and they have a little strap that wraps around the knee, and it heats the knee. So if you like knee heat on your knee, then you can use the Thrive Plus. And it has a totally different remote. So here's the Thrive Plus. They look very similar to the others, but they have this one little knee attachment, okay, and it velcros around. So if you get them and you're like, I really don't like that knee part, you don't have to use it. But this knee part does have a heater in it, so it will heat the knee, and the foot chamber also heats. So the thigh and the calf do not heat. 3 different levels of heat, so anywhere from 90 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, but there's the boot. This is the Thrive Plus. The remote, like I said, it's a little bulkier compared to the other, but it has a little belt loop on it, so you can clip it onto a belt, or if you have a strap on the side of your chair, or if you use them in your bed. But that's what the remote looks like. But again, 6 programs, 2 levels of heat, high and low for heat, and low, medium, and high intensity. So 3 different levels of intensity. 20 minutes preset for default timing. No other timer on it, but super easy to place on coffee table or next to you in the chair. All 3 sets are wireless, so you don't have to carry around cords. They plug into a wall to charge with an AC adapter, and I think that's it. So if you need sizes on like how big around these cuffs are, go to the Lifepro website and look up the Thrive series, the compression boots, and they will have the sizing there for you. But again, if you struggle with having swollen legs, swollen calves, swollen feet, they come with panel extenders so that you can extend the size of the cuff on your leg as needed. So thank you all so much for sharing your morning with me. It's always a pleasure to see so many of you here. Again, if you use the code Amber10, that'll give you more money off the lowest sale price of any of our products, and that code never expires. So share it with your family, friends, colleagues, coworkers, yada, 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 those you love, those you don't love. And remember, it's the month of giving. So again, the boots are less than $100 a pair, and a lot of our other competitors are upwards up to $2,000. And so it's, you know, they are doing great things to be able to serve so many different populations, whether it's seniors, whether it's those who are compromised health with autoimmune disease, whether it's kids. Kids can use these. Yes, so a real quick question came up. Doesn't seem the top of the thigh gets much coverage. You are correct. The top of the thigh does not get as much coverage when it comes to these, but I will tell you, if you want more coverage, then you have to add the thigh expander. So this is the thigh, and let's see here. Let me pull the thigh expanders out. So there's the cup expander, and so these go on like such, and then we can increase. Now we have a really big thigh, okay? So I just increased the size of the thigh, and you're still gonna get the compression working with this. Every set of boots that we have plugs into the wall to charge. So you can plug them in the wall if you don't want to carry around the remote. It takes 3 hours to fully charge the remote for wireless use, and you get 1.5 to 2 hours of use for one full charge. And it'll tell you how much charge you have left on your remote when you're using it. So again, I can tell you, I got these 2 weeks ago, and we did a video commercial on them a couple of weeks ago. We charged them up. I didn't charge them to 100%, but to about 75%. And I still have over half of the charge left. And I have done probably 45 minutes to an hour of using them. So you can use them for quite a while without having to recharge them, but they take up to 3 hours to charge 100% for 2 hours of use. Just depends on which program you choose and whether you're using the heat feature or not. And then if your battery's dead, then yes, you plug it into the wall, and then you can just plug right into the wall and use from the wall. So hopefully that helps everybody. You can also adjust the calf size. So if you decide you don't want to use the expander panel in the thigh and you want to use it in the calf because you've got swollen calves for the day, then you can do that too. They only come with one pair of extensor panels. So if you have to have extensor panels for both calves and both thighs, find somebody who sews and get yourself an extra panel made, because I was looking at that the other day. They would be really, really easy to make. So we just have a piece of Velcro hook and loop here on both sides. So you can make it whatever size you need it to be. Maybe you want one with neoprene, whatever the case may be. But the Thrive Plus and the Thrive X do come with a set of extensor panels so that you can extend the whole size depending on where you need it to be bigger at. So, all right, I think that's all for now, my friends. I've got to get moving on with the rest of my day because people are waiting for some Amber magic. So have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and gratitude to you. I really appreciate you putting time in yourself and putting time into your families and putting your health first. It's really important. We got to take care of ourselves. If we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of others. So put yourselves first for a little while. And even if it's just 10 minutes a day on a platform, 20 minutes a day on the boots, or maybe you just need to exercise and it's just too cold outside, get yourself one of the treadmills. Super, super user-friendly. That's for another video. But we've got the hand massager, we've got the foot massager, we've got so many different things that are out there that you can pamper yourselves. But Christmas is coming. If you're one who celebrates the holidays with gifts to others, and you have to provide a list for others to buy for you. So many bells and whistles that you can buy through Lifepro, and they're so affordable. And again, customer service is superior. I have dealt with a lot of companies in the 20 years that I've been in sports medicine, and Lifepro is at the very top of customer service chain. They just really do a great job of taking care of people. Quality of their products is off the chain. Joel and Abe are just awesome, and their team. You know, we've got a big team of people that are working for them now. So thank you all so much. Have a great day, and make sure and smile for others, and be grateful for everything that's going on around you. All right? Bye.